Hey everyone, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system. Why isn't there much energy coursing through my veins yet? Well, hey, you don't even know what time it is, because it's whatever time you're watching. No, it's not that time. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just basically getting up. Made myself some coffee. And I was thinking about a few things. One, that I made this coffee with instant coffee. And I knew that. I'm wondering, see, the thing of it is, I used to buy just whiskey and I mixed it with Pepsi, because I don't like Coke because I only drink Pepsi. And I always thought that just buying the cheap stuff, it would be fine, okay? Until somebody gave me the good stuff. And I could tell the difference, So, and like guitars, okay? There's cheap guitars and there's good guitars, but I'm telling you, sometimes you can find a cheap guitar that plays good, So I'm just wondering, one, if there's a good cheap whiskey, but it's relative, because I know that any ideas that you have out there, if you could tell me, well, maybe I'll always say Maker's Mark. Have you had that? If you've had that, what is your favorite cheaper brand of whiskey? It doesn't actually have to compare to that. So maybe, because I need to go buy a bottle, because there's nothing like bourbon. I like bourbon, okay? There's nothing like a bourbon now and then to put you in a mood, okay? A good mood. So back to coffee. So I put this, and that's the same thing, people go to, is there a good instant coffee? I go to Sam's, they have folders in, 50-gallon drums. I buy that. I'll put this cup in 3 minutes. Is what I always do. I fill it with water, I put it in the microwave, 3 minutes, and then I took my spoonful of coffee and I put it in and it boiled over like a kid's science experiment. It boiled over all over. It was half a cup of frickin' coffee on the countertop. And when you're tired, all you want is the coffee. You don't want to have to clean up the half a cup that's laying there. So that got me thinking about the other thing, which is if you have enough energy in the morning to fix yourself a pot of real coffee, then you probably don't need it, because you have enough energy already. So people that drink instant coffee, the people that really need coffee, and a maid fix them a pot of real coffee in the morning. What else? I was thinking about this, and my wife doesn't want me to do this, but I had this idea, because I've been employed, I've had a real job a long time, and I'm thinking I really need to come up with something. So if you watch the Manic Mark show, I work hard on coming up with stuff, and then branding the stuff, marketing the stuff to great effect. So my new idea is, this idea, here's where the idea came from. The dog likes to lick. The dog licks. The dog, Mr. Burns, he'll lick you and he'll lick your eyeballs. He likes to lick people's flesh, okay? And all this green stuff going around. You've seen all these commercials where they've got the little girl and she's playing in the ocean, and it's sponsored by an oil company or something, and everything tomorrow it'll be green and happy and everything will be clean. It's just like this whole generation of children being brainwashed right now. But I'm thinking, because I jump on, make some money, just like the oil companies. Make some money, jump in there and make some money. God bless the oil companies, by the way. This is not going to be good. In an effort to recycle everything that we have as human beings, to completely control our environment in every way and recycle everything that we are and ever will be, so that everybody will be happy that everything's being used and nothing's being thrown away. I suggest making dog food out of human flesh. Yes, there, I just said it. I came out and said it. And I'm going to call it human flesh. And there'd be different colored cans, like they do. There'll be the puppy can of human flesh. It'll be the adult can, maybe that'll be orange. And it'll be the senior can, which will probably be, blue. Human flesh. And it's not going to be as bad as you think, because the human beings, one, they're just going to be, okay, it's like Soylent Green, okay? I knew it wouldn't be a good idea to come up with a can of human flesh that you would feed the humans. That would be repugnant. And no one will like that. But if you feed people, and they don't have to necessarily be alive, they were alive and then you were processed, they just be dead people. Just like they take whatever, cows and dogs, and not dogs, horses, and whatever they feed dogs in that can, it would be just like another ingredient they can put it in there. But you got to, you think this is horrible, but think of all the condominiums you could build on in the space that they normally bury people, and all the chemicals they use that they wash down the drain when they clean out the body, and they pump it full of stuff, and the amount of energy it takes to make coffins, and you'd save all those rocks from the earth that they cut for headstones. I mean, people that are into the green stuff, I think that's right there would be just a stamp of approval. And then, to complete the food chain, the food cycle, the food pyramid, which we aren't allowed to use anymore, which is always a crock, we can then can dead dogs and feed them back to people. That's right, that will complete the food chain. I don't know what to call that yet. That's why I need your help to come up with that second step of the process, where it's like dogs that are made into food for humans. And the reason why I thought of that, you just think this is all silly. No, I found a great Korean restaurant the other day. Me and the boys went there, and it was great. And I said to the wife, "Would you like to go?" And she's like, "No, that's where they serve dogs." I said, "What do you mean? I don't know what they serve there, cats or dogs. I don't want to go." Ugh.